The world feels unstable again. The Iran-USA conflict is creating fear across the world. Oil prices are rising. Military tensions are increasing. And millions of people are quietly asking the same question. How far can this conflict go? But war is not the real danger. The deeper danger is emotionally reactive humanity in an age of enormous power. Wars do not begin when missiles launch. They begin years earlier. Through unresolved tension, political ambition, economic pressure, fear of losing influence. The final explosion is only the visible part. The real conflict begins quietly. Conflict grows silently first. History repeatedly teaches us something important. Problems ignored for too long eventually return in more dangerous forms. This conflict worries the world because modern civilization is deeply interconnected. A single conflict can now affect oil prices, global trade businesses, economies, ordinary families. The world no longer experiences conflict locally. Conflict now spreads globally within hours. One region can affect the entire world. Modern stability is more fragile than many people realize. Human beings were never designed to absorb global fear every single day. Yet modern technology constantly delivers anxiety directly into our minds. Economic collapse, political instability, uncertainty. Every crisis now enters our homes instantly, and slowly fear changes human psychology. Fear spreads faster than facts. Fear weakens patience, weakens clarity, weakens balance, and emotionally exhausted societies become easier to destabilize. Throughout history, one pattern repeats itself. When power grows faster than wisdom, instability follows. Nations compete for influence. Leaders compete for dominance. And eventually, ego enters decision-making. Power without wisdom becomes dangerous. The real danger is not strength itself. Strength is necessary. But strength without restraint eventually creates fear, both inside nations and outside them. Modern war is no longer only military. It is digital, economic, psychological, technological. Information itself has become a weapon. Cyber attacks can damage entire systems. Economic pressure can destabilize societies without firing a single bullet. Modern wars affect everyone. And perhaps the most dangerous reality is this: human technology is advancing faster than human wisdom. The greatest lesson of global conflict is not political. It is human. It reminds us how fragile stability truly is, and it reminds us that civilizations survive not only through power, but through balance, wisdom, restraint, responsibility. Because when fear becomes stronger than understanding, humanity begins repeating its oldest mistakes. Wisdom creates stability. Perhaps the greatest danger humanity faces today is not war itself, but emotionally reactive thinking in an age of enormous power. And until wisdom becomes stronger than fear, global instability will continue repeating itself. If this reflection gave you a deeper perspective, share it with someone who thinks beyond headlines. Subscribe for more reflections on human nature, leadership, modern society, and understanding. This is not the first time humanity has felt this. The world has faced tension before. Wars have happened before. Conflicts have shaped history again and again. But every time humanity believes it is different, that this time it will be controlled, that this time it will not go too far. But history repeats in patterns. And yet patterns continue repeating because the real cause is never removed. The cause is always deeper. What we see on the surface is only the final stage. The real conflict begins inside systems, inside thinking, inside leadership, inside priorities. Misalignment creates tension. When systems lose balance, pressure begins to build. And once pressure reaches a certain level, release becomes unavoidable. You are not just watching this. Previous generations heard about war. Modern humanity experiences it in real time. Every update, every headline, every prediction. Your mind is inside the conflict. And this constant exposure changes perception. It makes the world feel unstable, even when life around you remains the same. Escalation is gradual. Conflicts rarely jump to extremes immediately. They escalate, step by step, response by response, reaction by reaction. Every reaction adds pressure. And over time, each action pushes the system further until control becomes difficult. Control is always temporary. Nations believe they are in control. Leaders believe they can manage outcomes. But systems are more complex than individuals. Complex systems cannot be forced. And once momentum builds, even small decisions can create large consequences. The world is more fragile than it appears. Everything today is connected. Supply chains, energy systems, communication networks. One disruption spreads everywhere, which means even limited conflict can create global effects faster than ever before. This is not about nations. At its core, this is about human behavior, how humans handle power, how humans respond to fear, how humans react under pressure. The system reflects the people inside it. Because systems do not act independently, they reflect the mindset of those controlling them. The real question is not about war. The real question is, has humanity developed enough wisdom to manage the power it now holds? Without wisdom, history continues. Until that changes, patterns will repeat, and instability will return. If this reflection gave you a deeper perspective, share it with someone who looks beyond headlines. Subscribe for more.